Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan battle video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at TEQ Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, who recently got his EZA as a part of the World Tournament, and we're going to see just how good he is at 55% in the Hidden Potential system. So Gohan is a pretty good unit. He's definitely a support type unit. He is meant to exist in the third slot, but he looks pretty good. He is an AGL tech and physical type lead of key +3, HP attack and defense at 80%. He raises defense for one turn, well not one turn, he raises defense permanently on his super attack while massively raising attack for one turn and causing supreme damage to the enemy. He has attack and defense of 120%, plus an additional attack and defense of 40% when performing a super attack. If he provides 2 key and attack and defense of 30% to AGL tech and physical type units, and he has an additional defense of 120% and gives AGL tech and physical type units an additional attack and defense of 20% as the third attacker in the turn. He has Golden Warrior, Samurai Super Saiyan, Kamehameha, Soul vs Soul, Prepared for Battle and Sharing the Limit as his link skills, and he's got Hybrid Saiyans, Full Power, Goku's Family, Youth, Android Cell Saga, Kamehameha, Bond of Master and Disciple, SS2, Exploding Rage, All Out Struggle, Miraculous Awakening, Entrusted Will, Battle of Fate, Power Beyond Super Saiyan, Bond of Parent and Child, and Earth Bred Fighters as his categories. So basically it's pretty straightforward. Gohan is definitely designed to exist in the third slot, at least if you want to use him in super hard content, but it doesn't mean he has to stay there. He's a fantastic support, and yes, he does exist in the third slot, but you can build him up a little bit in the first or second slot depending on your event. Gohan does provide a lot of support. 50% for 3 various typings is pretty good, and they're not restricted to super or extreme type, which is pretty decent. Gohan has 84,000 defense at 55%, which isn't bad, and he does 2.3 million, which also is not bad. Considering how much defense he gains as the third attacker, not to mention he also gains 40% attack and defense when performing his super, not to mention he could give himself an additional 20% from his own support passive, Gohan definitely can be really solid in that third slot. He can be an incredibly powerful floating support that can scale well into events depending on how you build him. Now obviously you have kind of 2 ways to look at this. You can build Gohan full additional in an attempt to have him stack as much as possible on the turns that he's around, or you can have him go crit because you're not going to have him around a lot, so you can have him just crit when he gets those attack stats. Now attack wise, he's never going to be insane, so building him additional is okay. You can see here 102,000 defense, so that's a pretty sizable increase from 84,000, which is good. And on this rotation he does also have obviously quite a bit of support as well, but he's also providing quite a bit of support here, so very support friendly unit. Obviously we won't see him attack here, but you could see the attack stats of the units go up once we've selected the 3 orbs with Gohan. Your defense and everything won't show until you collect those orbs, so it's kind of impossible to see Gohan's defense in the game, because if you stick him in the third slot you're not going to be able to see how that additional 20% and all of that manifests, and his additional 120% defense, etc. But in theory he like doubles his defense if you think about it, or he over doubles it because he's also getting the 40%, so pretty good stuff. Basically he was well over 200k there, which is good, and he stacks so really solid at 55%, very impressive. We'll see what he's like at a rainbow level, but I think he's good. He has a solid link set as well, with Golden Warrior, Super Saiyan, Samurai Race, Prepared for Battle, Sharing the Limit, Kamehameha, all being exquisite links that are very strong across Hybrid Saiyans and across obviously just pure Saiyans in general. So we're going to get a look at Gohan in the third slot here. We're just going to see him obviously get his attack off, but you'll see that there's no real difference in terms of his attack stat. You know, it's not, he doesn't gain more attack, he just gains more defense. So his attack stat will remain the same, but it's good just to see kind of a redo of that, just to see Gohan kind of give it you know, his all. He's got good support on the rotation as well, so we should see a very solid attack stat. I think overall Gohan looks good. Like, I think he looks solid. I think he's a good unit. If you're looking to EZA any other World Tournament units, I think Gohan is definitely up there. Very good pick. 3 million attack stat, very solid. At Rainbow level, Gohan will be a lot better. A Rainbow Gohan, for example, has quite substantially more defense. We're talking 3,000, so basically 50% on what he has there. So you'll be looking at 150k and possibly around the 300k mark when he fires his super attack. So very good stuff in general, Gohan being a very solid choice. Now in terms of links, as I kind of mentioned, prioritizing links is pretty straightforward with Gohan. He has Super Saiyan, Kamehameha, Golden Warrior, Saiyan Warrior Race, Prepared for Battle. All of these are incredibly strong, incredibly common links that you should get pretty much anywhere you need. You shouldn't really have any crazy problems or any real difficulties getting them. Then in terms of link leveling, there isn't too much you gain from Gohan link leveling. You gain some attack from Kamehameha and Super Saiyan and Saiyan Warrior Race and Shattering the Limit, but you don't really get much else. Soul vs. Soul does give you attack and defense, but it's also the hardest link to actually manifest, and Prepared for Battle gives you both, but that's okay, it's in very small amounts. Overall, he'll link great with pretty much any Android Cell Saga Goku, Trunks, Gohan that isn't Super Saiyan 2, etc. He shares 5 links with AGL Gohan. He's a great support for AGL Gohan. They're very solid pairing together, so you could look to running both of them, and that could be a lot of fun. I think overall, he's just a very solid unit. He's going to be great on the Android Cell Saga category. He really does help out that team, provides some really good support, and like I said, because his support is unconditional, he can beef up quite a few units on that team, any AGL tech and physical types. So overall, a really good choice, and yeah, I think he's a good World Tournament unit. I think he's probably the best of the first batch of EZAs, so it was cool to cover him. I do have him at Rainbow, so we'll take a look at him at that as well to compare to his 55%. But yeah, he's got plenty of options of partners, so you're not left. You're spoiled for choice. Lots of categories, lots of partners, great link set, great unit. That's it from me. See you next time. Bye.